Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, what up, what up, what up? Uh, how is everybody doing? We are super late on the meeting today, but that's quite all right as long as we get it done, right? We've been doing pretty good. We uh we did, I think it was last week that we kind of like shifted things up and kind of like laid back a little bit. Kind of like the idea of breaking our rhythm so that way we can see if we can fall back into it. And so far, so good. We haven't done too bad. Um, oh, I just got some Alpha Brain, some drinks. I want to go ahead and give those a try and see if I can maybe fix the head up a little bit. Not that it's got any problems. That's probably like one of my more healthy areas because the body obviously wasn't. We're getting on track with that though. We're like 225, I think. Um, Still trying to focus on getting the strength. Well, not getting, but keeping the strength. Maybe even growing a little bit stronger. I don't know how much more weight I might want to look at losing, but I do know that I'm going to stay consistent on my work and I'm going to keep progressing myself in the direction of health. um, let's see. Cold showers, I kind of fell off on that, got back into a rhythm. I haven't done the breathing in a few days. So I do need to get back on that. But as far as, waking up, morning routine, getting the day going, getting my workouts in, everything's been extremely consistent, progressing rather well. Like my morning routine takes quite a while now. Today, I ended up getting hit up by a friend of mine who had to, well, I guess he didn't have to do anything. I had to go a couple places, so we went, and I'm just trying to figure out how to make my life more sustainable with the things around me. Like I want to get chickens. I want to. Like I'm starting to go crazy, but we're not gonna fall off too hard. But I got some big ideas to just make my life a little more sustainable. Um, Things are way too expensive and there's so much money that's just being pushed out these days. Some of the stuff that we can handle on our own, and I think that might be a better idea. I've never been hunting, so I'm not gonna probably like go, out into the woods and hunt anytime soon. uh, I've always been interested in archery of sorts though, so I do want to just start shooting a bow. I hear it's quite relaxing, so I kind of want that, like the consistency of getting better at something while also having the mental focus in one direction for a specific amount of time, because I do get a lot of whirlwind ideas, and sometimes those are good because you can get some pretty good ones, and you can. I'm not bad at accomplishing things with the whirlwind of ideas, but you can get way too spread out, and sporadic. I guess that would be a word. Um, and a lot of times, having a direction is good, especially even if like let's say it does help with me focusing on something. So even if I'm not directly focused on just the arrow, it would help me be focused on this thing, so then I couldn't have 15 different ideas I was trying to put together, but maybe only two or three. So that would also be a benefit. Um, yeah, we're kind of just looking at trying to build ourselves up and our body and that around us, and just trying to continue growing with our experiences and having fun. I mean, like we got our playthrough here. We've been doing the South Park Stick of Truth. It's a lot of fun. That game is hilarious. It's pretty bad. I recently started trying to play some Red Dead. I do have it filmed, so potentially if I wanted to start putting it up here, I could. But I did want to finish the South Park playthrough before I like got into another specific playthrough. Um, but yeah, so the Stick of Truth, and then the I was planning on playing the Fractured Butthole too. Just trying to maybe venture out a little bit. Football season's coming to an end, so I do want to have that another day of filming in there. So maybe we can get one or two a week. We're always going to do the Monday meeting. I've started doing most of them live. I think that's a little bit better. If you know, maybe if people start to get used to it, they'll come and chat with me, and we can have a full conversation and make it more of a meeting of the minds and less of a meeting of my mind. But either way, I'm still going to be here regardless of anybody who chimes in or not. I would just like to have maybe different conversations than what I'm having with myself, because like I said, these are all about consistency. I don't really want to get into all the rabbit hole stuff that I've fallen into, because some of it's crazy, some of it's conspiracy, but some of it also comes true. So it's really hard to decipher all of it, especially with the amount of information that we get. It's, I mean, like we have the ability to be immersed in so much information, but there's so much information that has one person with one plan and another person with another plan, and they're both looking at it from opposite sides, and they only see what's bad or good for them, and they ignore the rest, and then they blame you for seeing what you see and not what they see, instead of coming together and understanding that both things can be there, which probably makes it bad for everybody. I don't know. But, you know, maybe I could do like a podcast or something with somebody. But either way, the Monday meeting is supposed to be for keeping ourselves on track, setting goals, and accomplishing, either telling ourselves, well, and accomplishing the goal of relaying whether we accomplished what we set out to do or not. Like the wintertime, I for some reason refuse to go on adventures. I want to, but I never do. Maybe I need to. Well, see, that's an excuse, but it's also not a terrible one, because uh, we have limited daylight, and I work at night, so going to bed and waking up basically when it's dark kind of limits what I can do. However, we do have the uh, the areas for uh, Medellin, and they're open all year round. However, they have hunters, and I don't like interfering with people trying to feed themselves. And the last time I went out there, I almost got attacked by an owl. But those are open, so I can probably utilize those a little more. And I've always wanted to go to Starved Rock in the wintertime and see the frozen waterfalls. Still haven't done that, and I missed my chance this year too. So I kind of just need to stop failing myself and kind of pull through a little bit more on the adventures. That's really what I like. I have a small backpack, and it holds a little bit of weight, but I need to upgrade that too, especially now that I've lost so much weight. I really want to hike with more weight. That way, I'm keeping the strength in my legs, and I'm also building up my cardio. A big thing for me is from here, well, always has been longevity and consistency. So I just want to take this as far as I can for as long as I can. And if you build up the strength in your legs and your back and your core, you can go a little bit further. So that's my big goal, is to just remain consistent and keep doing things that either make me feel good, or like a cold shower that make you feel bad and then lead to complete refreshing feelings. Um, yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Today's meeting wasn't going to be long, considering I did start it really late. But I woke up, I got my shower in, I got my walking in. The only thing I didn't do was the meeting, because I went with a buddy to go do some things. And like I said last week, consistency isn't only about always doing the things. It's about being able to miss a thing and get back to it. It's a rhythm here. And sometimes when you're playing a song you miss a beat. But you can't keep missing beats, right? That's the problem. If you miss a beat and then you continue to miss beats, now you're playing the wrong song. But if you miss a beat and you get back right back into the rhythm, you're good. So consistency isn't only doing the thing consistently. It's about being able to get back to consistency if something happens where you weren't able to. And sometimes that thing can be, a week to, 2 days, a month, however long it takes for you to get back to where you need to be, as long as you know what you're doing in between is going to keep you in the, you know, able to keep you with the ability to keep moving forward. Um, Injuries, just life, work, extra shit, you know, everything catches up with you. So don't worry if sometimes you fall out of pattern, as long as you have the ability to get back in pattern. And sometimes you don't. Like when I lost all the weight the first time and I fell back into my old life where I regained all the weight and I was back over 300 pounds. I lost the consistency and I lost the drive for it and I lost the mindset for it. And that was it. Uh, I also didn't build into that mindset. So that was also a big thing. This time we have built and worked and structured how we do things so very differently that now we have more of a way of life instead of trying to create and fight for that life. Like we're still fighting to, live and to have the life that we want, but we're not fighting to make it. We're fighting to get to it, because it's already been made. The mindset's there. The work is there. So we've already made our way to where we need to be. Now we just need to get it. So, but yeah. Anyway, done gone crazy. Thanks for joining in, and don't forget to smile.